When Amazon started selling more than just books in the late 1990s, it suddenly entered into a rivalry with the biggest name in retail.
Always low prices, always Walmart.
Walmart has been at the helm of American shopping for 58 years. It employs more people than any other company in the world, and 90% of Americans live within 10 miles of one of Walmart's more than 4,700 U.S. stores.
The staggering size of Walmart kind of escapes people. It's the largest corporation in the world in terms of revenue.
Yet when it comes to e-commerce, Amazon is the clear leader, with 38.7% of the market share compared to Walmart's 5.3%. And with the global pandemic shifting shoppers' behavior for good, dominance in online shopping is now paramount.
So if you're that second site, you got to be really good. You don't have to be as good as Amazon because no one will get there. That's utopia.
In perhaps its clearest competitive move against Amazon to date, Walmart is now launching Walmart Plus. The membership program is meant to rival Amazon Prime, offering benefits that can't be replicated online.
These guys are toe-to-toe, and nobody wants to stop swinging. Nobody wants to back down. The consumer is ultimately the beneficiary, clearly.
Here's a look at how Walmart Plus compares to Amazon Prime and all the other ways Walmart is trying to catch up as the pandemic makes online shopping an increasingly crucial part of doing business. Walmart has been working behind the scenes since at least 2018 to create a competitor to Amazon Prime.
From our data study, we found that 2/3 of people that already joined are in a premium loyalty program would join another one.
Although the landing page says Walmart Plus is coming soon, the pandemic delayed its planned release in the spring. Walmart stock surged 7% when it looked like it would launch in July, but that didn't happen either. When Walmart Plus is available, members will likely pay $98 for benefits like unlimited same-day delivery on groceries from the 1,600 of its 4,700 plus stores that do grocery delivery now.
When we did our data study, 81% of the consumers joined Amazon Prime because of faster free shipping. Only 2% joined because of grocery delivery. So I think it's a real opportunity to leverage what they already have in groceries and maybe what Prime doesn't.
And just this week, Walmart announced a partnership with Instacart, testing out same-day grocery delivery in 4 markets across California and Oklahoma. Other perks are rumored to include early access to sale events, discounts at gas stations outside of Walmart's and Walmart-owned Sam's Club stores, and reserved parking spots in store lots.
As you think about Prime, 150 million, why would you go head-to-head with that? If you take a unique approach, which it sounds like Walmart is doing, you might be able to get a lot of those customers.
Amazon launched Prime for $79 a year in 2005, at a time when Walmart's profits were greater than all of Amazon's revenue.
If you look back at 2005, Prime had one benefit, fast and free shipping, 2-day shipping, which was like unheard of.
15 years later, some 150 million Prime members pay $119 a year for one-day shipping on more than 10 million items with no minimum purchase amount, same-day shipping on some 3 million items, 2-hour grocery delivery in 2,000-plus cities, deals and sales events like Prime Day, and access to Amazon's entertainment branch, Prime Video, Amazon Music, Prime Reading, Prime Gaming, and Amazon Photos.
It's a pretty compelling value proposition, and that's what anyone will have to deal with if they want to try to compete with Prime.
Walmart doesn't have any entertainment offerings of its own now that it sold Vudu in April. Prime members make up about 65% of Amazon's customers, and the program has a 95% renewal rate after 2 years. Walmart started chasing this type of loyal customer in May 2019 by offering free next-day delivery on orders over $35, less than a month after Amazon announced its default one-day shipping. With Walmart Plus, all orders will default to free one-day shipping, just like Prime. Despite the launch of Walmart Plus and free fast shipping, Walmart still lacks one big thing that Amazon has: sheer volume of inventory. Walmart.com has about 50,000 vendors selling items online, while Amazon has 8.7 million. That's why in 2016, Walmart bought discount online retailer Jet.com for $3.3 billion. The acquisition brought relationships with a slew of brands that were already comfortable selling on Jet.com.
They are on track to more than quadruple their online business since they acquired Jet.
It was an uh-oh moment for every other brick and mortar retailer because now the biggest brick and mortar guy is now, moving heavily online.
E-commerce is a scale game, and you want to get as much leverage as you can on your fixed infrastructure. And as you get bigger, cost of goods goes down, and you get more leverage.
Mark Laurie spent 2 years at Amazon before breaking off to start Jet.com, working to undercut prices from the e-commerce megastores. Walmart's purchase of Jet.com was the big move that brought it into the big leagues of online shopping. When the deal was made in 2016, Lori signed a 5-year contract to run Walmart's e-commerce division.
I'm so excited to be at Walmart, having a lot of fun.
We're going to keep talking to you because I think that you're the most inventive man in retail today.
Walmart shut down Jet.com in May, but it had already brought an entirely new branch of online sellers onto its marketplace. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon says he would buy it all over again.
If you look at the trajectory of our business, it changed when we made that acquisition, and we've been able to attract brands to Walmart.com, Swell, Ray-Ban, and Champion.
Historically, Walmart.com didn't sell things from third-party vendors. But since the Jet.com acquisition, the number of products sold on Walmart.com has grown up to 10 times higher, and the number of sellers on its site doubled just in the last year.
So they started attracting more brands. They retooled their website to be more streamlined and more intuitive, more user-friendly.
And last year, Walmart partnered with Advance Auto Parts.
Walmart was not going to be a 100,000 SKU auto parts retailer on its own. They get that with Advance Auto. This is probably the largest third-party relationship that any online retailer has with a brick-and-mortar retailer.
And in an effort to reach a new type of customer, Lori spearheaded the purchase of several specialty apparel companies like Bonobos, ModCloth, and Eloquii, although some have been sold again since.
A big portion of Walmart store customers are lower to middle income. I think what they tried to do here and through the Jet.com brand was to continue to go up market and go for more profitable customers, urban millennials. And then they also introduced the service Jet Black, which is an upscale personal shopping service.
For a large fee, Jet Black allowed New York Walmart customers to text orders to personal shoppers for home delivery. But Walmart shut it down in February after it only saw about 600 active members.
If we think about the dynamics of the very, very affluent and wealthy today, I don't know if Walmart is necessarily the company to be housing a brand like that.
But in June, Walmart pivoted again, announcing a major partnership with Shopify. Often referred to as the king of mom-and-pop retailers, Shopify helps more than 1.4 million small businesses run their online stores. Now, these small businesses have a channel to try selling on Walmart.com. For now, Walmart says it's adding 1,200 of Shopify's top merchants to its site in 2020.
Walmart wants a curated assortment on the website. I mean, Amazon has a very wide-ranging third-party business, and with that comes some risk.
The partnership with Shopify is really important. I think it's very strategic, and I do think it is an attempt to pull away those third-party sellers on Amazon. There's been kind of a lot of tension between third-party sellers and Amazon.
On July 29th, Jeff Bezos testified before Congress for the first time in Amazon's 26-year history, partly in response to questions about reported use of third-party seller data to develop Amazon's own competing products. The House Judiciary Committee is investigating whether Amazon, along with Apple, Facebook, and Google, need to be governed by stricter antitrust laws.
Why should a third-party seller list their product on Amazon if they're just going to be undercut by Amazon's own product as a result of data you take from them?
I think what I want you to understand, and I think it's important to understand, is that we have a policy against using individual seller data to compete with our private label products.
But you couldn't assure Ms. Jayapal that that policy isn't violated routinely.
While Amazon is battling to keep the trust of its third-party sellers, Walmart still has a long way to go if it wants to catch up with the millions of third-party sellers that make up more than half of Amazon's sales.
The Walmart marketplace is a lot smaller, so you could be quote-unquote crushing it on page one on Walmart and you're still not getting that many sales.
Still, Walmart has one big, long-standing advantage over Amazon. Its 11,500 global stores.
If you're a third-party seller, like if you can get into brick-and-mortar Walmart, you're going to crush whatever sales on Amazon you're doing.
For sellers choosing where to reach customers, stores are a big bonus and much more scalable.
So this diet pill company I worked at, they had 30 different products that we were selling on Amazon. I launched a whole bunch of them. We brought their sales from 1 million to 3 million. And I thought that was like the greatest thing in the world. But that was nothing because I would see purchase orders come across my desk for the Walmart brick and mortar side, for the Walmart stores. They would be like $2 million just for like one region of the United States.
Walmart stores also help keep down its costs in the most expensive area of online retail, shipping.
If you can leverage those stores as your fulfillment centers, meaning if I'm going to purchase something and I'm in the Philadelphia area, have it come from the store that's 3 blocks from my house as opposed to Virginia, price points go down and speed goes up.
Amazon has been spending wildly to try and control the expensive shipping process, but its 175 fulfillment centers and own network of planes, trucks, and contracted delivery drivers don't come close to the reach of Walmart's 4,700 stores that allow its trucks and drivers to travel a fraction of the distance.
Walmart had the advantage of getting product from distribution center to the store, and then the consumer handles the last mile for a lot of it.
Walmart uses its stores as distribution centers for products, but also has its own dedicated network of warehouses without a front-facing store. Walmart remains dominant in another sector that's largely dependent on brick-and-mortar stores: groceries.
We're not very densely populated, and so it's hard to service in an e-commerce model grocery. So what that means is that Amazon is really at a little bit of a disadvantage relative to Walmart. They have stores within 90% of the population in the United States.
Grocery sales account for more than half of Walmart's U.S. revenue, making Walmart the nation's biggest grocer. Walmart's been selling groceries directly to customers since the 80s, and the online sale of groceries is now boosting Walmart's overall online sales. The percentage of all U.S. grocery sales happening online is set to double from 20% in 2019 to 35 to 40% this year and next.
You find your grocery vendor and you tend to stick with them. You also get a treasure trove of data from grocery customers about their preferences, and you can use that data, and I believe Walmart will use that data to sell them other things. I think that Walmart is going to win in this grocery battle versus Amazon.
When Amazon bought Whole Foods for $13.7 billion in 2017, it was a clear move to compete with Walmart. But with roughly 475 stores, Whole Foods has about a tenth of the locations as Walmart does in the U.S.
You cannot find a tougher brick-and-mortar segment to get into than food. You've got to manage 1 million vendors. Produce is hard, meat's tough. And they chose to get into that business. They're still learning.
Then in 2019, a month after Amazon announced free 2-hour grocery delivery for Prime members in 2,000 regions, Walmart announced a membership program offering unlimited grocery deliveries from 1,400 stores. It costs $12.95 a month, or the same $98 annual fee of the new Walmart Plus membership. Or for an extra $7 a month, Walmart will deliver groceries straight into your fridge in a handful of cities.
Digital grocery is the next big battleground in e-commerce. It's a $1 trillion retail category that is today the least penetrated category online. So as it continues to grow at outsized rates, there are tens of billions of dollars at play.
In one survey before the pandemic, about 39% of U.S. consumers reported having shopped online for groceries at least once. By May, that number was nearly 80%.
But how many people are going to go back to conventional shopping? Or how many people are going to stay with buying their staples online because they can?
While the pandemic boosted the importance of fast grocery delivery, Walmart has an even faster, more cost-effective option: curbside pickup.
You pull up, they put it in the car, and you're gone. That's a big weapon.
While this is an option at Whole Foods stores, customers need to wait for regular Amazon.com purchases to be delivered. In July, Prosper Analytics found that 62% of adults are shopping in stores less. So as the pandemic pushes so many online for their shopping, Walmart's name recognition with older shoppers is also a plus.
My parents, as an example, they're not the most robust online shoppers, but when this pandemic hit, they had no choice. But they've been to a Walmart before. When forced to purchase things online, you're going to go with who you know and who you trust.
Walmart hired 200,000 employees during the pandemic to help clean stores and keep items in stock. It's giving a third round of bonuses to hourly employees working during the pandemic for a total of $1.1 billion in bonuses this year, while facing backlash for sick and dying workers. Now, for the first time in 30 years, Walmart will be closed on Thanksgiving Day. It's also cutting some corporate roles as it merges its online and store businesses. Amazon, meanwhile, postponed its annual Prime Day event that usually sets sales records in July. It offered one-time bonuses to frontline workers totaling $500 million and gave workers a $2 per hour raise from March to May. It hired 175,000 workers to keep up with demand during the pandemic, but faced backlash for keeping all its warehouses operational despite worker deaths. Still, in the second quarter of 2020, Amazon's first-party sales were up 48% year-over-year, with third-party sales up 52%. Walmart's online sales rose 74% in the first quarter of 2020.
I mean, you could argue during the pandemic that Walmart's taken a bit of a lead because they haven't publicly had the delivery delays, the product to the consumer delays that Amazon has had.
When I began reporting on the pandemic in March, I discovered that Amazon was actually trying to get shoppers to buy less. Fewer non-essential orders meant they could focus on shipping things like hand sanitizer and masks to hospitals and state agencies. That's when I decided to give Walmart a try. My last order on Amazon was back in February, which was before they had a lot of those shipping delays that were caused by supply chain issues and such a big surge in demand. When I stayed home, I decided to get my groceries from Walmart, and they usually came the same day or the next day. When I ordered other items on Walmart.com, they always arrived within the delivery window and I never had any delays. In San Francisco, sometimes they even came the next day.
They still don't come anywhere close to Amazon when it comes to the selection of items that you can get through online and get to your house within 1 or 2 days. So I think right now, Walmart and Amazon are locked in a steel cage death match to become the country's everything store.
So what does Walmart have planned as it continues trying to catch Amazon in e-commerce? For example, Walmart launched its own voice assistant called Ask Sam in July for employees to use to help shoppers find products and prices in stores.
They're trying to find ways to use those physical stores in new ways, not just distribution, but also, they're talking about medical and financial and edge computing and all of these other things that really leverage the stores.
For now, the launch of Walmart Plus has analysts hopeful that one day it could at least provide a second option for Amazon customers to turn to.
Amazon has set a very high bar, but they've also given people the playbook to kind of follow. And then once you figure out how to integrate online into your stores, there's immense profitability as well for the brick and mortar guys.